Well, there he sits, huddled by his fire, dreaming his dreams that he's dreamed before. Just watching those sparks drifting up to heaven, and watching his hopes drift away like smoke. Just look at those sparks drifting up to heaven, seeking a place among the stars. Do you think sparks dream of being stars? And if they do they know they're fools? He drifted to town some years ago with the first fall snow. He spoke of the circuit and all the bulls that he'd rode, but the bulls had outdone him, and all he'd wound up with was broke bones and handfuls of dirt. And if you'd had his dreams, you'd know how that must have hurt. So just let him be a broke down old cowboy. Just let him dream his worn out old dreams. He's tall in his tales, where he was quicker than most. And if you had known him then, you'd know he's not one to boast. Just look how he walks when he sees a lady. He straightens right up, tips a hat to those near. And look at the kids 10 steps behind him, whispering things they think he can't hear. But if you could see his eyes, you'd know he damned well hears. So just let him be a broke down old cowboy. Just let him dream his worn out old dreams. He's long in the tooth, yeah, he's bent, frail and fragile. But if you had known him then, you'd know he might speak the truth. We've all got our dreams that we carry around. Some dreams go with us right into the ground. Sparks turn to ashes, and cowboys meet their matches, and the quickest, they don't always win. But dreaming's your first step. One step's where journeys begin. So just let us be broke down old cowboys. Just let us dream our worn out old dreams. We're tall in our tales, where we were so damned much quicker than most. And if you had known us then, you'd know we're not the type of people who boast.
Let's have a hand for that young cowboy and wish him better luck next time, and hope we'll see him up in Fargo or somewhere farther down the line. Well, this time he sure drew a bad one that nobody could ride. But by the way he pulled his hat on, be there for the fight. And it's the classic contradiction, the unavoidable affliction. Well, it don't take much to predict, son, the way it always goes. 'Cause one day she'll say she loves you, and the next she'll be tired of you. Push will always come to shove you on that midnight rodeo. He almost made it to the buzzer. Somehow he gave up in the end. They put one hand around the other, let that pickup man on in. And it was his last chance to ride it, and now he'll have to move along. But he knows back in his mind he won't be away for long. And it's the classic contradiction, it's the unavoidable affliction. It don't take much to predict, son, the way it always goes. Because one day she'll say she loves you, and the next she'll be tired of you, and push will always come to shove you on that midnight rodeo. So let's have a hand for that young cowboy, wish him better luck next time, and hope we'll see him up in Fargo or somewhere farther down the line.
I left Carlsbad, New Mexico, headed for that Texas line. Through the Badlands and the desert down below, to where the Guadalupe Mountains touch the sky. Well, I was running close to empty, thought I'd call it a day. Pulled my truck off on the shoulder at a place called the Nickel Creek Cafe. Well, I was weary from traveling, and I had no place to stay. When by chance, well, I came across an oasis at the end of the day, called that Nickel Creek Cafe.
Well, I heard music through the screen door, a soft Spanish melody took me back to a place I'd been before, as I wandered in and found myself a seat. Well, I got lost in a feeling, one I hadn't felt in years, spinning tales with the locals over homemade enchiladas and a beer. Well, I was weary from traveling, and I had no place to stay, when by chance, well, I came across an oasis at the end of the day, called that Nickel Creek Cafe. Jack Kincaid is the owner, runs the place with his wife Jo, selling propane to truckers who haul it off to Juarez, Mexico. There's not much business in the springtime, just the neighbors dropping in. As I left out for El Paso, well, I wondered when I'd pass this way again. I was weary from traveling, and I had no place to stay, when by chance I came across an oasis at the end of the day, called that Nickel Creek Cafe.